The quest for searching the keys to unlock an unwanted crisis shall begin. Hello everyone, GBA049 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime in the Metroid Prime Marathon series, episode number 13. We've acquired the Phazon suit, defeated the Omega Pirate, who just happened to just melt all over our bodies, and allow us to absorb ultimate power that Goria is just frothing at the mouth over for not having. I had absolutely no idea I could do that. What the fuck? How did I not how did I not know about this before? How did I not know about this before? That changes everything. Using a missile to break apart the frozen ice troopers? I thought they were immune. All this time, I thought they were immune to missiles because they're only vulnerable to the ice beam. But no, the logbook lied to me, the computer lied to me, Nintendo lied to me, everyone lied to me. This literally is just the beta Dark Beam after all this time. How did you not die? Let me take a review real quick. Anyway. Okay. Before I lose my train of thought just going absolute batshit crazy over the fact that I just discovered something new in a game that I always play. Not exactly always play, because Prime 2 is just right up my alley, right over there. I feel like that we should begin to have some discussions on what to expect and what to expect in Metroid Prime 4. Quite honestly, there's not much to discuss about Metroid Prime 4 because all that we saw was a trailer. The logo has been updated into something more cosmic, and I guess you could say, I don't know, time-oriented, I suppose? Because it is, you know, rumored that, Metroid Prime 4 is going to focus on time travel or something like that. That's something that kind of worries me, because something about, like, time travel in a Metroid game doesn't, like, click all that well to me. Something that feels like way too freaking obscure for this series to even have in concept. I mean, we have planet travel, which doesn't really mean anything. But time travel? That sounds very blasphemous, for lack of better words to say. I don't know. If they manage to pull it off, then hey, more power to them, and also more power to us. But for stuff to actually discuss about Metroid Prime 4, like I said, there's barely anything. It equates to the exact same quantity information on Sylux as a character, and well, we can call him a character because he's mostly just an alien, I guess. Maybe he's human. There's honestly this entire deal with Sylux's identity by this point has always been up to speculation, and I just don't know where to begin with it. All that we know is that Sylux is either a creature or a human that loathes the Federation and Samus Aran to that, you know, okay, despises the Federation and Samus Aran equally to the extent of where it, like, hijacks and intervenes or just invades Galactic Federation headquarters and basically settlements to steal prototypes of their design and use it for his own. Which is interesting, but it's also very mysterious on why he or it could do that. On why it does that. We don't know. And of course, he suffered a very mortifying defeat in Metroid Prime Hunters when he was searching for the ultimate power, just like everyone else was in Metroid Prime Hunters. But, let's just say that his primary weapon is most likely gone. Because in Metroid Prime... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Notice self, just use the ice beam. Plasma beam is very ineffective against Hunter Metroids, to my surprise. Alright. Yeah, incoming scan data. I don't care. Artifact temple complete. I'm gonna go there after when I get the chosen artifacts in this area first. Anyway. So, at the end of Metroid Prime Hunters, well, actually, toward the end of Metroid Prime Hunters, we already know that when Goria absorbs the weapons against its you know, I guess you could say host, their weapons are practically gone, and they run away with practically nothing because there's really nothing left for them to get because they basically lost everything. That what makes them, I don't know, a bounty hunter. Like all of the 5, I can't remember, it was like 5, 6, or, okay. Alright, Silex, Weevil, Noxus, Trace, and Cannon. Oh yeah, 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, that Silex has lost his weapon of choice, the shock coil, due to Goria absorbing it. The same thing with all the other hunters' weapons as well. I thought for sure that Goria single-handedly killed them all by just like impaling them with its tentacles. But no, that's just Goria's way of like absorbing weapons from others to harness it for itself. Nothing more, nothing less. You know, it does look like that they're just having their life energy drained, but no, that's not the case. So Silex survived that ordeal, and now he's been starting anew, having a beef with Samus Aran for whatever reason, hatching a Metroid larva by himself manually at the end of Metroid Prime Federation Force, taking it for himself, and something is up with his Delano 7 ship. I don't know what is up with it. It's all Phazon-like, despite the fact that that Phazon is completely gone in Metroid Prime. But here's another thing. I don't know if this is like, I don't even know if this has to do something with some sort of narrative determinism. Look it up. Or anything like that. But the title Metroid Prime for the Metroid Prime series is starting to become its IP identification and has absolutely no link to Metroid Prime itself, aka Dark Samus, because right now, Dark Samus is history. Phazon is history, and so is Dark Samus. So now there's only Silex, and Metroid Prime is still in the title. The same thing could be said with Metroid Prime Hunters, so what's the deal with that? Are they trying to revive? Are they trying to revive Metroid Prime with time travel or something like that? Is the ultimate power all this time Metroid Prime and Silex, and it took a long time for Silex to realize that himself? I don't know. Like I said, there's really not much to discuss about Metroid Prime 4. Well, aside from gameplay, of course, but Silex right now is just one gigantic and just irritatingly large question mark currently. Of course, all that I personally know is an annoying. Of course, all that I ever know about Silex is that he's an annoying pussy-ass bitch in Metroid Prime Hunters with a fucking shock coil. I honestly could care less if he has the. I could honestly care less if he didn't or did have the shock coil in his position in Metroid Prime 4. Anyway, because that weapon is fucking cheap. What? No warning? How dare you? This Metroid is a fucking cockroach. It survived a nuclear explosion. Do you mind? Wait, what? Hey, you're supposed to die there. Ah, they never pay attention. Uh-oh. I should probably scan. Oh my god. Whew. Anyway. Okay, so as far as gameplay is concerned, there's only, okay, there's one thing that kind of, I don't know, weirds me out a little bit with Metroid Prime 4 is with this gameplay is concerned, and it has absolutely nothing to do with how it looks. Well, actually, I lied, it does. Well, so far it looks absolutely fucking beautiful, and I love everything about it, except for one thing, which is mainly just a minor nitpick that I have. That being, why the hell is the charge shot so small? I hope that's not part of the final product, because it looks like that they're just kind of they're not making it realistic. If they make it realistic, that's going to be a huge downfall for me. Like the size of the charge shot is just like the size of a mandarin orange. It's no longer grapefruit size. It's just a mandarin orange. It's extremely small. Not even a charge beam. It's more like a charge stream. It barely does anything. I hope they change that and like make it more Metroid Prime size, like it always was in the other 3 games. But no, well, I really shouldn't be bothered by it too much. But anyway. Oh yeah, interesting thing here. This space part does not notice a damn thing until you exit out of this door, or just take one step forward. Then he notices you. Because for whatever reason, enemies don't exactly. Never mind, he's stupid. They don't notice you're there until you like take a few steps away from the door that you just exited out from. Because I guess it makes the enemies think that you're still on the other side of the room and they don't see you there. But if that were the case, then enemy shots would not go through, you know, other rooms. So there goes that. I'd like to know your hiding spot. Looks fancy. I actually don't want to waste I really do not want to waste too much time in the phase on mine, so I'll just like skip ahead until I go back to the artifact temple so we can like continue our quest there. I'll try to come up with something on what there is to discuss in Metroid Prime 4, but to reiterate, there's barely anything. I mean, sure, there's expectations, there's wants, there's desires, and all that, but I'm gonna go keep that to a minimum. To be honest. And besides, when it comes to a Metroid discussion, I guess you could say the gameplay. I guess you could say that Game Explain already has all that covered because they're always like 5 or 100 steps ahead of the game every single time. Putting us Metroid fans to shame. How dare you? Unsub. I'm just kidding. You learn something new every day. These pulse bombos are invulnerable to the power bomb. Scatter bombos. They are invulnerable to the power bomb. Two things that I did not know about Metroid Prime until just now in a single video. What is this, some sort of... What is this? What is this, starting to manifest into a compilation or something? I'm genuinely surprised that there is not a... I'm genuinely surprised that Retro Studios did not put an item expansion in this one room. It's just a shortcut back to the entrance of Phazon Mines. Then again, they were saving that for Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, I suppose. Didn't even know it hit them. What's this? Oh yeah, we can control the crane. To do what now? Oh yeah, to get to the other side, yeah. Well, without further ado, let's go to the Artifact Temple and begin collectathon of the Chozo artifacts to break open the seal and begin the crisis that is completely unprecedented. Oh yeah, there is one thing that I completely forgot to mention about the X-ray visor. Apparently, since it is an X-ray, Samus's fingers can be seen through the arm cannon. Well, not all that clear, depending on the lighting, but it seems that Samus always has to like shift her fingers in order to change beam weapons with her arm cannon. So 2 fingers, like, you know, just okay. You can see the shape of her hand with the X-ray visor that matches the symbols on the user interface, which is an extremely amazing detail. An extremely amazing detail for sure. So much so that they carried it over to Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, but it's just her you know, basically pulling the trigger repeatedly to shoot and double click and then double click the trigger for a charge shot, and then just twist her and then just twist her wrist a little bit to fire a missile. They just made it a lot more basic, I suppose, which is fine, but it's kind of a disappointment because of the amount of detail, compared to the amount of detail that they put into Metroid Prime. Prime 3 pales in comparison. Because look at this. Depending on the lighting, of course. Like if it was like very dark, it'd be very easy to see. But you really, really, really got to pay attention to like notice the details on the on her X-ray. All right, back to Chozo Ruins. Oh wait, never mind. I'm not supposed to go to freaking Chozo Ruins. What the hell am I doing? I'm supposed to go to the Artifact Temple. Oops. I'm gonna go take a detour back straight into the Crest Frigate. Oh yeah, another thing. As you could like probably tell in the video quality of the uploads of my latest videos in the Metroid Prime Let's Play, the brightness wasn't really all that up high, and the darker areas were very hard to like see, especially in the Crest Frigate. So I hope that you can actually tell what you can, like, you know, see what I'm seeing on the TV, because on the display, it's very dark for some reason. I have no idea why. On the other hand, Aqua Reapers, Aqua Dead. Another thing that I noticed, when you revisit the wrecked frigate Orphean after, like, basically powering the place back on again, these space pirates are replaced with jet staffs. The threat is completely gone. Well, the turrets still work, of course. There's a space pirate corpse. Oh yeah, these things pop up. These things pop up when you revisit as well. Turrets are still fully operational. That'll never change. Was fully operational. Not anymore. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. There are still aqua pirates in the entrance of Frigate Orphean. I sure sent you to oblivion. Very kind of the developers to understand that if you do or do not have the gravity suit, those platforms are just placed in the correct positions to where you actually can escape the Frigate Orphean. They're at the same length as your normal underwater jump when you do under the gravity suit. Good job for thinking things through. Otherwise, you would have gotten your ass soft locked. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just steam. Never mind. Completely forgot to scan the grapple point system. Now this indicates a viable attach point for the grapple beam. To use the grapple beam, use this when the L with the B icon appears. That's it. Interesting. Hi, Beetle Buddies. See you in the spinoff. To properly prepare ourselves for this grand finale. Well, close to the grand finale, because we need to collect the keys for it first. Oh, yeah. Also, there's like 2 extra pieces of Chozo lore in the artifact temple. So let's go get those real quick. And also scan some hints as to where those artifacts are located. I'm pretty sure it's right here, right? Yeah, it is. Right here. Right there with all the seedlings. Let me go take a closer look right here. Is the impact crater close by to the Phazon mines? Because I could have sworn that I saw the impact crater when I was like going through one of those elevators in the Phazon mines at one point. Well, considering that it's underground, it's a possibility. The impact crater's right there. Probably all the way down there is the Phazon mines. Is it connected? I still don't fucking understand how the fuck the space pirates are able to contain the Metroid Prime of all things. They managed to escape and just somehow or another, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm at a loss for words here. Anyway, here it is. The congregation of artifacts that hold the great poison at bay still holds strong. Fearful of the potential within the artifact temple, the invaders known as space pirates tried to destroy it, only to fail in every attempt. We scattered the artifacts across the planet for their protection, and only a few have fallen into invader hands, failing to understand them. They now seek to unmake them. Again, they fail. They are right to fear these things. Great power sleeps inside them. Prophecy calls for their union. Come the day that the unholy worm is met by the great defender. We can only hope the artifacts are not destroyed by the invader, for then all will be lost. So, we do what we can to preserve the artifacts, and to guide the newborn to them. Time wanes with our souls, yet hope remains. Sounds like to me that the Chozo were way ahead of time when this happened. As we have done for millennia, we Chozo work constantly on our statuary. The statues are our sentinels. Blind but ever watchful they are, and have always been, repositories for our most precious secrets and strongest powers. The crafting of each is a long and sacred process, performed only by those Chozo who have lifetimes of experience in such things. We have left these relics on planets across the solar system. Some are merely reminders, silent emblems of the Chozo that serve as icons of peace in lands that know only war. Others wield subtle strength, exerting their influence in ways beyond the understanding of mortal creatures. Excuse me. Of mortal creatures. Still others are guardians of our secret ways, and these can be as terrible as they are beautiful. Those who respect and honor these relics will know the friendship of the Chozo. Those who deface or destroy them will know our wrath, unfettered and raw. So I guess that this also foreshadows the Chozo's teachings being passed on to other planets that we ourselves explore. But did they also pass on their wisdom to the Luminoth at some point? Well, I know for a fact that their wisdom has been passed down to the not to the Limix, passed down to the Reptilicus, but they were rebels of sorts. For better or for worse. Actually for worse, because they did not heed their warning whatsoever, and they paid the ultimate price for it. Together, the artifacts will open a path to the center of the Impact Trader. And so it begins. We collected like 3 artifacts before, so let's go scan the other hints on the Chozo statues. Yep. Plenty more to find here. This time, no annoying achievement system for collecting artifacts or defeating bosses. That's never going to happen again. Some would say that destroys immersion. Others say that it's kind of engaging and a very nice feature. But to me, I just think it's kind of unnecessary. Probably just like tell you that, but probably just tell you that when you beat the game, not when you just beat the boss or something like that. I don't know. The artifact of Chozo has been returned. You have restored power to this Chozo totem. For the time being, because Metroid is going to go use that as his fucking target practice soon. Artifact of Truth. Artifact entry. Translating Chozo ruins on the totem's surface. The heat of Magmoor was a test for many warriors. A shrine in their honor holds the artifact of strength. A molten lake lies within the tunnels of Magmoor. Shatter the column of the lake's center to reveal the artifact of nature. A sun chamber high atop our ruined home became the nest of a great beast and a source of corruption. Many Chozo spirits have been drawn to this tainted place, released their bond to the world to claim the artifact of Wild. Warrior has been restored. Within the ruins of our home, we honor our fallen elders in a great hall. A chamber beneath the statue holds the artifact of World. Artifact of Newborn. For whatever reason, not every single Chozo artifact lore entry is available to you when you first arrive in the artifact temple. It just activates depending on the amount of artifacts that you have on you, which is okay, I guess. My favorite artifact to collect in the entire game. A lot of climbing and extremely well hidden. A tall cave stands at Phendrana's edge. Seek the unseen entrance at its top to find the artifact of spirit. I absolutely love collecting the artifact. It's so damn fun. There is a tower within the ruins where light always shines. Move through the waters to find the artifact of life giver. Invaders have claimed Phendrana as their own. A tower sits atop their fortress. Collapse it to reveal the chamber where the artifact of Elder is held. I'm gonna reread the one behind me. Near Phendrana's shores, a temple stands. Thaw the frozen waters flowing from the Elder to find the artifact of sun. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it was this one that had the, Within the ruins where light always shines, move through the waters there to find the artifact of life giver. I'm trying to remember which one that was specifically. It's been quite some time since I last, well, not only played this game and beaten it. Actually, last time I played this game was Metroid Prime Remastered. It hasn't really been that long at all. Probably a year. I can't really forget all that much. Well, it's true. I have. Oh well. Alright. I think there's like a couple things I'd like to talk about regarding the backtracking in the Metroid Prime series. I mean, I already talked about it before, but I'm being 100% honest when I say this. But the backtracking in Metroid Prime is really not all that bad as people make it out to be. I mean, sure, going back to other areas to get a specific item, especially when you haven't been that, when you haven't been that long in there to begin with, especially with the case of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, which I'll admit is kind of weird, but collecting the Sky Temple keys and also collecting the chosen artifacts really makes up for it, because you're really like doing a lot of searching to, you know, basically, I don't know why, but it has to do something with the has to do something with the notion of collecting, I guess, treasure. You're treasure hunting. It's a treasure hunt. That's always fun. No matter what game you're playing, hunting treasure is always fun. It's always satisfying. It's always rewarding, and feels like that. You're just the, you're just having fun while doing it, exploring new areas, finding new secrets, a lot more adventuring, a lot more immersion, just oozing in, and by this point, there's really nothing left. There's really nothing left for you to do in the game, because you have everything with you. You have all the visors, you have all the beams, you're close to having every single missile and an energy tank and power arm expansion. At this point, there's nothing left to do but to just collect what needs to be collected to unlock the grand finale. It's your final test. And literally nothing is there to stop you. Literally nothing is there to stop you. You have all the power to your own. You have all the time you need. And it's, yeah. Tower of Light. Okay, that's one of them right here. Oh, right, of course. I remember now. I'm gonna go get that one first. Chozo Ghost might be over here. Yeah, they are. Oh well. Just gonna go completely ignore your bitch ass. Oh yeah, while I'm at it. As soon as I get out of here, let's go examine the X-ray. Let's go examine the X-ray visor a little bit. Take a closer look. In a darker area, please. In a place that isn't filled with light. Alright, much better. Now we can clearly see it. Alright. This is what Samus's arm looks like when she has a power beam. Wave beam. Ice beam. Just had the reverse Spider-Man position. And the plasma beam. Wait, it's actually hard to tell if if Samus's fingers are moving when she's changing beams, because the little wave effect on her arm cannon just makes it really hard to tell there. Oh wait, you can barely see it. Like she's quickly changing beams. Yeah, the wave effect makes it really hard to see. Blink and you'll miss it type of deal. Alright. One of the artifacts up here. Is that going to go play that little cutscene every single time in a collected Chozo artifact from now on? 5th of 12. Alright, so the next one we're going to get is the one in the sun chamber. And also while we're on our way over there, we need to get a power bomb expansion. Because there literally is no other way to get to the Chozo artifact of sun, or artifact of Chozo. Artifact of wild, that's what it's called. I remember that. Out of everything I remember, it's that. You need to go through the heat zone of where the power bomb expansion is in order to reach the other side of the sun chamber where he fought Flagra. Because for whatever reason, there's some indestructible vines that just sprout out as soon as you defeat Flagra. And they do not disappear until you remove the Chozo ghost in the vicinity, which makes absolutely no sense at all, because that would mean that Flagra is still alive, or maybe it's like it's just slowly starting to grow back, or maybe it's just like very minuscule and is doing whatever little it can to like hinder you on your quest, on your adventure to collect the Chozo artifacts. Does it somehow know that? I don't know. But what we do know is that those vines are there for whatever reason to just act as some sort of game design thing. And we just need to navigate around the sun tower, not in the arboretum. We're supposed to go over here. We're supposed to navigate around this way, which is going to take quite some time. It's by the area where we fought the Hive Mecha. This'll be a while. I will be right back. That's not to say that backtracking in Metroid games can work, because sometimes, that's not to say that backtracking in Metroid Prime games always work. There are times where it just does not work at all. Case in point with this one. Not exactly backtracking, it's just more like re-navigation. You're just going to the opposite side because it's basically a case of Dark Souls. Like, does not open from the side. So what do? You have to go around it. Oh look, a door that probably leads to something, probably to a shortcut, interconnectivity or something like that. Does not open from the side. Why am I not surprised? It's that case right over here. You know, I might as well just like open up the freaking missile door, save the game, or something like that. Actually, this entire time the map station was right over here. I'm such an idiot. Yeah. Pretty sure I explored everything. Never mind, I didn't. Oh yeah, that silly ass room. By the magma pool. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that on my own. Of course. Well, duh, that's the plan. Get every single item on my own, so that way I have nothing. I have nothing left to waste. Do those reform? Ah, they do. Interesting. Thank God they reform. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Looks like someone or something has been expecting us. Alright, let's go put these guys to rest. Any particular reason on why the flower on Flagra's spot is emitting smoke? A dark omen, perhaps? Yeah, it's definitely a dark omen. Alright, let's go obliterate these guys. Thank God it's not in hyper mode. Oh, now it ricochets back at them to ruin their day. Why didn't it do that before? You're a little bit too high up there. And now the vines are gone. This entire time, it was being programmed and just manipulated by the Chozo Ghosts. How? I have no idea. But what matters is that we finally got the Artifact of Wild. Wait a second. Oh, you can barely hear it. A little slishy, slushy sound effects when you like slushy, slushy footstep sound effects. You can barely hear it. I'd like to say I don't know why, but I do know why. It just sounds so satisfying to hear. You only hear it like once or twice in this game. Alright, so we got the Artifact of Wild. Oh, yes, of course. Right there in the Hall of the Elders. That's where it's located. You know, something that just occurred to me. The way that Metroid Prime 2 Echoes handles backtracking in with collecting the Sky Temple keys is arguably a lot more better than they did in Metroid Prime, because there are a lot more paths and, you know, a lot more paths for you to take to access those areas a lot more quicker via teleportation and, you know, just more elevators to access that are a lot more close by in comparison to Metroid Prime, which requires a lot of walking and traveling to do. It's a lot more convenient in comparison. Because having to like go all the way over here without, by having no other shortcut, you know, available to you is kind of bad. It's kind of bad. For lack of better words to say about it, it's kind of bad. Not horrendous, but just bad. I know the plasma beam's overpowered and all, but I just like using other beams. Just to give some more love to them. Oh, the power beam, I've seen that enough times. Let's just go stick to the wave beam. Animation-wise, the wave beam is gonna be my favorite in the series. Animation-wise, not in general. Just, yeah, animation-wise. Awfully strict timing there, don't you think? Oh, might as well. Oh my god. You're not supposed to group up together like that. You're not following the script. Like, you're really not supposed to do that. What the hell? Let me fix that for you. There we go. I could barely see my own shadow. That completely missed. I'm surprised. Is that a flinching animation? The clear look of Samus's arm in the X-ray visor. Okay, where's the other one at? There he is. You seem to be distraught. Let me fix that. There we go. Can still be damaged when they're dying. I took only like 3 damage and he gave me an ultra energy sphere. Okay. Gotta remember. Did I take care of this one? A new path has been opened. Are you sure it's new? Looks old to me. Let me double check. Pretty sure you can skip this too. No, you can't. An energy tank that I completely missed. Now only 1 remains. Oh well. Zoop. Alright, let's go get this Chozo artifact. And let's go get this Chozo artifact hidden inside here. And go on to the next one. And that is all of them in the Chozo ruins. You gotta have a lot of fun going back to the Phendrana drifts. Especially with the Phendrana's edge part. Magma Caverns is going to be a bit of a problem because again, there's literally nothing connecting to it. There's a gigantic hallway, but I'll find my way. For now, let's go snag this. Ah, revelations. Door right underneath the statue. And I don't think it's actually like shown to you on the map beforehand until you... Yeah, it's literally not revealed to you. Wait a second. Yeah, it's not shown... Yeah, it's not shown to you. It's not shown on the map until you reveal it yourself. And wasn't that something? Huh. I did not know about it before. I guess they really did want to keep this hidden as much as possible and for you to figure out on your own. Well, it's not exactly hidden because the location is literally revealed to you anyway when you interact with the Chozo rune script on the Chozo statue. Chozo rune statue, whatever you want to call it. Get me out. There's literally no reason for me to be in here. Get me out. Got it. And that's the end of that statue. No more sentient, playful toy statue anymore. We did everything we needed. This device was previously activated and shut itself off automatically. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Alright. Next up. If I remember. Magma Caverns. Note to self, collect the Chozo artifacts ahead of time. Something that I did not notice before until just now. I'm not sure why this is the case, but apparently Tallon 4, excluding the Artifact Temple, Tallon 4 is the only area in the game that does not have any Chozo artifacts. It's only Magma Caverns, Phazon Mines, Chozo Ruins, and Phendrana Drifts. I guess I just want to put it on the more interesting areas. But why would they want to hide it inside oh wait, never mind. That would actually make sense on why they wanted to like hide the Chozo artifacts in lava because hardly anything lives in lava except for the magmores, the... What are they called again? Little Brisgy enemies, not Bridgy, no, not Bridgies, they're plasmites? No. I forgot what they were called. It's the ones that only appear in the Anderson Magmore Caverns. I don't know why this thing does not stay broken when you break it, but okay. Guys are that too important. You're that special. You have glass privileges, according to Retro Studios, because reasons, I suppose. You have no more privileges. You are completely inconsequential. I'll tell you what's not inconsequential. This chosen artifact that is literally right nearby this exact spot. Very convenient. A lot more convenient than a lot more convenient and less confusing than the one in the Twin Fires or I forget what it was called, but the one in that hallway with the chosen artifact that is in an area that is way too similar to another one that I kept on, you know, mistaking it for. Pirate lore? Nope. Collapsible suspension bridge is functional but requires power. Oh, you mean like this? Well, don't mind if I fucking do. There we go. Fully operational and no longer you. You're gone. Power restored suspension bridge operational. There we go. Now, why would you turn off that bridge? Is it space pirate design? Did they do that just to... Oh, right. They probably did that to protect their own... They probably did that to, like, protect the chosen artifact for themselves and try to use that as a power source later on, but I don't know. Who can save the space pirates? No one can be sure about that. Not only is there a chosen artifact, there's also a power bomb expansion here, too. But let's get the chosen artifact first. I always go for this one first, but I just didn't feel like it because I just wanted to, like, collect them in this video specifically. But like I said earlier, I probably should have collected them along the way as I was playing the game, but oh well. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I will gladly take this off your hands, though. Thank you very much. Definitely going to need that for the Metroid Prime fight, especially with those pesky fishing Metroids. But to make things interesting, I'm not going to, like, cheese it with the power bomb. I'm actually going to, like, prolong the fight by switching beams. And being careful while doing so. I don't know why. There's something a little bit, sort of, I guess you could say sort of, satisfying with the concept of basically playing Simon Says with Metroids. Simon Says, red, plasma beam, purple, wave beam, white, ice beam, and yellow, power beam. I'm completely invulnerable otherwise. Unless you just destroy me with the power bomb and just like, I don't have time for these silly games. I don't have the brain power. I don't have the patience. And I clearly do not have the care in the world to just play these games anyway. I guess. And I'm going the wrong way again. Never mind, I am. I'm going the right way. It's this way. This way to the chosen artifact. It's the lava lake, not the Twin Fires. You could have put it in the Twin Fires for some poetic appeal or something like that. Something more thematic, but no, he decided to do something very generic. Lava Lake. But that way it'd be more easier for the space pirates to figure out, I suppose. But do you really think the space pirates ever use their brain to figure things out that is, that only you can figure out on your own? Chozo. They only like to use their brain for their own purposes. And own goals. Alright, I'm curious. I'm gonna go pay attention to I'm gonna go take a look to the DOT rate of this lava compared to the one on top of here. Alright, kind of fast. What about over here? Yeah, it's a lot more harder. This right over here. This very specific tiny puddle of lava deals more damage to you than anything else. My guess is that it just started to melt into lava. I don't know. Later. I'm not getting the missile expansion. Let's just get the Chozo artifact and be over and just be done with it. Got the Chozo artifact right behind us, and now we're just gonna go get those. Now just get the Chozo artifact up here, and then go straight to Phendrana Drifts. Okay. Now that I think about it, collecting the Chozo artifacts is only annoying in Metroid Prime when you go to Chozo Ruins because there's really nothing that connects to it. There's hardly any shortcuts, and even when there is a shortcut, the exit is, and even when there is a shortcut, it's only a one-way entrance, and you can't go back to it. Don't know why they just decided to put that there of all things, but I don't understand. It's just, I don't know. Decisions that make no sense according to Retro Studios and Nintendo. I don't know who was the one that I don't know who decided for it. Kensuke Tanabe? Oh, damn you. Always there to ruin my day, huh? Alright, here it is, right over here. There it is, finally. And it looks like that is going to play that cutscene every single time we collect a Chozo artifact, unless we, like, just reload the game. That's the only, I mean, that's the only time it does that, especially in the trilogy version. I'm not entirely sure if it does that like in the PAL version or anything like that, but yeah. Pointless information is pointless information, so let's get out of this pointless area and go into a more pointful one. I don't even know if that's a word. I just made it up. Sue me. My source is that I made it the fuck up. Okay, you're pissing me off. Then again, if you were in Samus's shoes, when do they not piss you off? You completely destroyed her life. All for their own ego. How could you possibly forgive something like that? It's still a waste of ammunition. Oh yeah, when we revisit this place, this area is replaced with invisible. Never mind, they're not invisible. They're completely visible. Guess they're only invisible when the fuck. You can see there. Only visible when you're in the phase-on mines. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I'm a little bit too attractive here. Jeez, it dealt so much damage. What the fuck? Never underestimate the freaking pulse bamboos. Statue's hands seem to be frozen in place. Alright, let's go get this artifact. That is such a very uniquely designed Chozo statue if I've ever seen it. It's not kneeling. It's not anything that's, you know, it's not any kneeling or like any sitting position. It's attached to a wall and its wings are spread out. Granted, they look more like moth wings than bird wings, but makes you wonder what kind of birds, what kind of birds Chozo are in these games. Ravens, crows. Well, ravens and crows are extremely freaking intelligent creatures, so I'd say that one. I'm just gonna go skip this. Let's just skip through this stupid cutscene. There we go. Collected like an average item. Take that, game. And I'm actually curious. Are baby Sheegoths immune to the ice beam? Okay, that makes no fucking sense. Well, they are babies after all, but still, that makes no sense. Ice beats ice? Since when? Okay. Whatever you say. You're the boss. That's like four things, and that's four things I didn't know about Metroid Prime until today. But can I break them into oblivion with the ice spreader? Before they freeze me. I'm just experimenting right now, don't mind me. No, it only counts as a single charge shot damage. Okay, so they're only vulnerable to the charge shot of the ice beam, not normal ones. Obviously, this is gonna do jack shit because it just absorbs it. Unless... Nah, that does nothing. I am in awe right now. What? I have never, in my entire life, ever seen a space pirate behave like that before. That is bizarre. Like, to me, someone has been practicing. But you need more work. Since your base is made of ice, I'll make you live by the ice and die by the ice. You get what you fucking deserve. And I will get what I gladly deserve. Alright. So, this Charizard artifact is in enemy territory by the control tower. And we will gladly take control. What we need to do is... I don't even know if we can get this out of the way, can we? No, we can't. It's indestructible. There's a large fuel cell attached to the base of this tower. Energy readings detect rapid fluctuations in power levels. The Radion base outer casing of the structure appears damaged and unstable. Well, damaged and unstable means you can break it. I gotta say, this was quite the freaking discovery when I first played Metroid Prime. And look at that! There's a crawl space we can go in here. On the other side is a rather fun area. Very small, very short. All it has is a chosen artifact, but getting out of here is actually the best part. Because you're just climbing, because you're just basically just rolling straight through a collapsed tower. I like the entrance. I really like the design to the entrance of the tower here. Very short lasting, but very fun. Either way. No, don't have much else to say here, but collecting chosen artifacts is exactly as it sounds. You're just collecting chosen artifacts and then just getting to the end of the game. I really like to talk about more stuff, but currently right now I really don't have anything. I got nothing. What I want to do is just like get straight out of freaking Metroid Prime and just go straight to Metroid Prime Pinball. I never would have thought that I would have been very excited to play a spin-off game of Metroid Prime, yet here we are. It's a fun spin-off. I really wish that Metroid Prime Federation Force was a spin-off. I really do. But I guess it just never was meant to be. Or maybe it was meant to be at some point and we weren't paying attention. I don't know. Well, there was at one point there was like some sort of dev in Metroid Prime Federation Force that saying it's like, oh yeah, I understand the frustration and confusion people who are inhabiting Metroid Prime Federation Force, but I will, but there's a promise that I made that it will have like, I don't know, reach expectations of like other Metroid Prime games. That I promise, and then I took those words. I really did not take those words for granted as much as I really should have, because expectations were very low from the very start, and people were right to have it low from the very start to begin with. They were right to assume that Metroid Prime Federation Force was going to be dead on arrival, and it kind of was and kind of wasn't, but it is the... I don't even know if this is true or not. If Metroid Prime Federation Force is the least selling Metroid game in the series. Like, not just in America, but globally. Globally, the worst selling Metroid game. I would be genuinely surprised and frankly very irritated if it turned out to be Samus Returns. The return of Samus, the return of Metroids, the return of the Metroid series. Turns out to be the least selling one. Return to Prime. That wasn't Federation Force. Return to Prime is Metroid Prime 4. Actually, no, Return to Prime is literally Metroid Prime Remastered. The more that you think about it. Really wish I would return to the other Metroid Prime games, but no, they're never going to get the is this even going to... I don't know. I want it to happen. I want it to be the case. I want a Metroid Prime 2 Echoes and Metroid Prime 3 Corruption Remastered. Please, take my money on that idea. I don't know how much money you'll make out of it, but you'll definitely receive mine. When you do. Just please. Like cry a lake. Alright, Frozen Pike. Wrong location over here. All the way down. Woo! Hi, Jetsap. Bye, Jetsap. Ah, finally. This is exactly what this video was missing. Progress music. Good old-fashioned classic and oh so good and satisfying. Delicious progress music. And this is the theme song. This is the tune, the time for our victory. Temporary victory. If you know, you know. If you don't know, it's Metroid Prime. Just carving the cornerstone of its legacy. The beginning of the Metroid Prime legacy is near us. Not recommended to use the plasma beam on jet saps. And so, the climb to Vendrana's Edge begins. Right after I take care of these jackasses with a taser. Goodbye! Oh no, not the glider! I didn't want to latch onto the glider. I want to latch onto you! What you deserve! Goodbye. Ah, crap, I went all the way down. A little bit higher. Oh, wait, never mind. It ends right over here. And more pirate data for some reason. Alright, that's the last artifact. And on the very top of here is a power bomb expansion, so let's go grab that as well. Artifact of Spirit. And that's every single chosen artifact collected in Metroid Prime. Next stop, Artifact Temple and fight Metroid, but we're not doing that yet. We're taking a break. All personnel must inspect their life support systems before reporting to the mines. Final transmissions from the Orpheon point to a massive security breach. Orpheon crash site is an orange level security zone, whatever that means. Drill rig operators are to report any symptoms of phase-on madness immediately. Why would you report the data all the way the fuck up here? Oh wait, never mind, they're flying troopers. They can access any places they want to, even out of the planet. Hello, glider boy. Yes, I totally called you glider boy. Any more screens for me to see? Yes, of course there is. Power bomb expansion. Phase-on vein Omicron has the highest yield per cubic meter of all excavation sites. Impact core is estimated to be 800 meters from termination point of phase-on vein Omicron. Drones reporting for mine duty must check in at control tower for debriefing. Ah, world building. You gotta love it. Oh my goodness, I'm going all the way down here. Let's go teleport all the way back to our ship. Phew. Duty chores are done. Now it's on to the grand finale and find Metroid and Metroid Prime and getting on to Metroid Prime Pinball. Not Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, not Metroid Prime Hunters. We're going straight into a freaking pinball machine after this, and that's going to be quite a ride. Literally quite a ride because it's all entirely in Morph Ball. Anyway, that'll have to include the end of this episode of Metroid Prime. That will have to include the end of this episode of Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime Marathon Series, episode number 13. Hope to see you again in the next one where we finish this game. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. This is GBA049, signing out, going offline, and see you next mission. Now, if you excuse me, I've got some items to collect.